Hello Josh, hello Mark, hello Jonas.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice meeting you guys. I'm so excited about Toy Story 4. In the third part, in Toy Story 3, a lot of people thought the third part would be the end of the story. How did part 4 start?
Yeah.
We thought the exact same thing. We
It's
thought,
good.
yeah,
Thought it was over.
You know, we love the ending of Toy Story 3. Well, the way we look at it is that it's the end of Woody's time with Andy. And as we continued thinking about what's next, that became kind of the answer to the question, which was like, well, what is next for Woody? And you know, he's going through this transition. And so we kind of went down that road and discovered there's more of the story to tell for Woody.
Very emotional.
Yes, yeah.
What can we expect from this new story?
Well, one thing we're doing is bringing back Bo Peep in this
Yes,
story. You know,
yes.
we haven't seen her in
Like
a while.
superhero.
Yeah, you know, we get to explore her backstory. She's been gone for a while, right? It's
Yes.
unexplained. We don't know where she's
20
been.
years?
Yeah, maybe 20 years
Yeah, since she's been on screen.
since she's been on screen, and 9 years since Woody has seen her. And so we got to dig deep into her story and kind of kind of invent and come up with a backstory, just showing what she's been up to. She's been living this lost toy life, and the idea of reuniting Woody and Bo after all of these years was intriguing to us, and one of the core ideas, kind of going back to the beginning of the inception of Toy Story 4.
Yeah, our code name internally for the movie was Peep from day one, so she was always right there at the beginning of the idea.
In this part, we will see new characters too, like Forky, so funny, Danny and Bucky. What can you tell us about the new characters? And some creepy toys too.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
always,
Gabby,
like
Gabby, Gabby.
Yeah.
So creepy.
And the dummies.
I think the Toy Story movies have always done. We love how each one expands the world a little bit and brings new characters, and they're not just fun, cool toys. They are part of the story. So in this film, Forky, for example, really is to me, he's just a big challenge for the characters and the world. He doesn't know he's a toy. He doesn't know why he's a toy or why he's valuable, and so he challenges everybody, including the audience's like reaction of like how this all works. Ducky and Bunny, I mean, Gabby, who we love. Duke Kaboom is new. There's a whole handful. Giggle, you'll meet Giggle McDimples. One of the things I would say, Toy Story has always been a little bit kind of toys of the 50s, you know, the spaceman and the cowboy, and we kind of thought about like, well, we're kids of the 70s, and we wanted to bring some of those kids toys that we grew up with. So Duke Kaboom is kind of like that, and even Giggle is kind of from like a toy my sister would have played with, you know, in the 80s, and so we wanted to bring it forward a little bit with some of these toys.
How was the process of creation of the new characters?
Well, part of it was just like what were those toys that we played with, and kind of seeing what would be fun. But you know, we thought up of tons of toys, but the ones that stuck were the ones that really supported Woody's story. So Woody is going through this transition of going from Andy to Bonnie's room, and so we looked at just that idea of transition, like what could be, you know, Forky is going from becoming a eating utensil to now he's the most important toy in the room, and he doesn't understand any of it. So that was kind of the underlying theme for these new toys that we brought into the film.
Well, Josh, we knew you through these years in like Ratatouille, Cars, Inside Out, but this is your first work as a director in a long movie.
Yes.
It was quite a challenge for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. It was terrifying because it's not only with my first feature, and I'm so honored to take it on, but it's Toy Story, and it's, you know, you don't want to mess it up, and people love the world and these characters so much, including myself and us more than anybody. We come to work every day, and we work with them, and they're like family to us. And so you want to do a good job, but also just stay true to the world and stay true to these characters that we love so much. So it was a lot of work and intimidating, but it was a lot of fun.
We were fortunate enough too to have the support of our executive producers that are at the studio, like Andrew Stanton and Pete Docter and Lee Unkridge, who have been part of these movies from the beginning. They were great partners to us as we were making this, to kind of help remind us of some of the origins of how these characters came to be and the thinking behind them. So it was also with some great studio support.
In some interviews, the actor says that the Toy Story 4 was very emotional, even for them. What's your opinion about it?
It's emotional for us too. I mean,
Yeah.
Not just in that it's sad or anything. It's been half our lives have been with these characters and in this world, and I think the actors feel the same way. We were obviously with them in those final recording sessions, and we were blown away just how serious they took it. They weren't there to do cartoon voices, or they didn't treat this movie like it's a kid's movie. They treated these characters in this film like it was anything that they were working on. And it was really a nice moment when we wrapped up with them, how moved they were. And it made us feel like, oh, if those two great actors and the whole cast feel that much emotion from this, then our hope is that the audience will as well.
Well, in this movie, I want to know,
Yes.
will we know whatever happened to Andy's father or not?
Oh.
Is a spoiler or?
We
You know, we don't really go.
No,
into
we don't go
Andy's-
there. We
We
could
don't
tell
really
you,
go
yeah.
into
Yeah, we
Andy's
don't go
story too much.
More
You know,
Bonnie.
we start the movie kind of reminding people of Woody's
Yeah.
time with Andy and Woody and Bo together, but then we really move on, and it's about looking forward in life with Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy's family just kind of is what it is,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, about the soundtrack for the movie, the Oscar winner Randy Newman.
Yes.
Yes.
Come back.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us about it?
I'll tell you about it. He is amazing, and not just a genius, but one of the funniest people I've ever talked to and met. And it was such a joy to work with him. And this score that he's written is some of his best work ever. It is so powerful. And his music is such a huge part of Toy Story. We were just talking the other day about how you walk down Main Street at Disneyland and you hear his music play, you're like, oh, that's Toy Story. And you don't even have to see any images, and you just know it's Toy Story. So having his music was such an important piece of this puzzle.
He wrote a couple original songs for this film also that we're really proud of, that are going to be exciting. We're excited to share with the world. So not only a beautiful score, but also a couple of new songs.
Well, Toy Story 4 comes 24 years after the first movie. What can you tell us about the success of the saga through these years?
I think
Entire
it's almost a movie, a saga in real time, because it's been about roughly that long, you know, in a way. Right. I just think the time of the distance from Toy Story 1 till now helps it and makes it more emotional, because literally people have grown up with it. We have people on the crew. You saw Toy Story when you were a kid. We have people that are working on the film, and it's the first film they've worked on, and it's the first film. Toy Story was the first film they saw, and so everyone comes to the making of it with this sense of responsibility for it, right? And I think the audience feels that too. People feel like, we've had people like you say, that's my movie, don't mess it up, you know, they tell us. And we say, we know we don't want to, because we love it too. So I think the fact that people and families have grown up with it helps the emotional weight of it. It's our whole life.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello to our friends in Paraguay. We love you, and we hope you come to see our movie.
Toy Story 4 in theaters on
June 20th. Bring your family, bring your friends.
Thank you so much. I want to give a gift for you.
my
It's
gosh.
a traditional gift
Oh
from
my
Paraguay.
goodness.
Thank you.
Wow, very nice.
It's like a picture.
Can we open it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, it's taped really well. Oh, boy.
My mom would say, keep the paper.
I know.
Yes.
It's Nyanduti, a traditional.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's so nice of you.